Hello everybody, we're going to be taking a look into the pictures I gathered from the moon the other day. So as you can see, these are the three main ones we're focusing on. This is like the second version, this is the last version, so let's have a look. Just make sure I'm online, and that's playing. Right, so we've got this moon, so we're going to go through different techniques. Obviously we're going to zoom in. Just double it there. We'll move on to this one. Closer version. So the point I was looking at, most interested in most, well, this one here. Yeah, we have to take them out so we can get a full screen. That's the problem. So as you can see, we've got some photonic structures there, by the looks of it. So we'll grade through the first shades. Now you see it's gone over there, we're overlapping the zero past the darkest point really. So anything beyond there becomes invisible. His eyes, his vision, or the camera's vision, or anything does not go beyond that line there. So we're getting a bit more detail there, but you see we've got green, a lot of colour green there, so we're going to just take a bit out, not too much, unless we want to brighten the other colours up, but it's just showing you best ways really. Right. So you see, like, you can tell on, like, this is the third time we've gone through layers of curvature. These lines is because the sky wasn't completely clear, you know what I mean? The phone still made it through, just see what I mean. So, I want to zoom into a certain point on it. Let's go here. So it looks like a love heart. And we all love the deceased, of course. So, let's see what these babies have got to say. So I jumped the gun there with putting curvatures on, but you just switch it like that. So you see we're on the the green mostly. Right, want to add a few more channels on the colours here to separate them more. You see it's getting a little bit more detailed there. Just like buffer it. See, we have no problem when it comes to finding out curvatures of anything in images rather than videos, because like I say, you've got to do every frame essentially. That's one of them anyway. But anyway, we'll clean it up. So we're going to give it a bit of brightness. Well, what's that? Is that what we're going to do now? Grade out some of them blurry pixels, but what I've got the light in. You're just gonna know where your channel straight line there is, so when you start chopping them up, you know whether it needs to be lighter or darker. You know, like under the chin, you know it's going to be darker, so that's the outside, so we don't want it too dark. So we start building up a picture when we start looking into these things. So we've got it pretty decent there. Sharpen it up. Always jump in for the grand finale straight away to see what it's going to be in the end. Yeah, I reckon we can clean it up a little bit more. So look. Beg my pardon. Look at that. It looks like something to me, that. It looks like a moonbeam. One of many. We'll take a look and add a closer inspection on what I gathered. Like, I just had a quick browse over just to see. So between here and here is your background. So the more that goes down, the more the background will go black. You see what I mean? If we go up, it'll get lighter, but then it'll bring in all your other separate segments and merge them with this one. So what you need to do is what I'm doing right here on this individual segment to the entire picture, which, well, it take ages to do that. So this is the easiest way, what I'm showing you here. In a second you'll see. So too bright there, too bright there, too dark there. In fact, we're going to have to build the picture back up to what camera captured. Look, captured everything, like, but it just didn't chop the shades in, chop the shades up. Yeah, that took a minute. Should be alright. It looks like something there, doesn't it? So, what I'm noticing here, we've got numero uno, due, tres, cuatro, cinco, set, we, ne, di, there. See what I mean? Numerous light phenomena. So we're going to colour grade some more. But first, we're going to zoom into that point. So see what's going on. I saw that thing there. So let's have a look what's going on here. Definitely something. There's a ghost down here flying in. We've got polymers here. We've got a green one up here and a little one down here. A few little pieces here. So let's see what we've got over here. So it's interesting that already. Right in front of the moon as well. Not on the moon, but in the atmosphere of the moon, definitely there. Or maybe it's on the moon. Who knows? I'm down here and this is up there. So we need to get. Best thing to do is get one of these drones up there, and then I can get colour grading on it all. But is there such thing as a drone that flies to the moon? So one's up here, one's up here, one's in there, one's in there, and we need to get rid of the greens to see what's in there. So let's do that. And that's that. In there, in there. Some metamaterials there. Oops. Interesting. And that material's coming alive more. There. All this we can sort out, but it's going to take a while for that, so we're going to look at this up here. So you see, as we've graded the colours down, we got down to these. We got pinks, reds, greens, and yellows and whites up here, and a little bit of black in there. So what we need to do is grade them out now. So we'll start by giving it a bit of darkness in the background. Let's get rid of some of these colours. A red. See what it's like, all gone. Too much. Can see some of that. That. Oh, it's taking shape into some like that. We've got horizontal line there. Well, let's have a look. It's all judging with your own eyes on that particular thing what you're looking at on these images. I mean, no one else can tell you if it needs to be dark or lighted. It's your eyes, you know. so you have to be the judge at that at first, but after a while it starts getting obvious where it needs to be at. Oh, that's what using stylus, that. So we've definitely got something there. So what we're gonna do, the old zoom. So we're getting down to that. A slight little point in a little point in a little point in a point, all the way up to the moon from my house, from my garden. So what we're going to do is get some of that green out of there now. Straight into the green channels. Right. Right, you see something there. Can't you see something there? I can see something there. So let's see what it's like if it clears it, them little spots up through. Take the green out. No, makes it worse. Let's have a look, see what it's like putting the green in. Yep, slightly better. Darken the green at the beginning near the background. Better still, darken more. There we go. So we'll wrap it up shortly, but we'll just focus on a few more little lime beans. But I'm just showing you that once you've done one of the same image, you should be able to let us go and see the rest of them now. So let's see. There's definitely some shape in here. It's in the light. in the green. It's literally like this. Yeah, they are like shaped beans. So let's jump out of here. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. On our near moon. Not really sure what size. I mean, let's have a look. So it should be alright. Just take the zooms out. It's even on this one. Look at that. I mean, it just blows you away if you look at the bigger scale, but I mean, there you go. If you jump in and zoom in on that one, got different segments around here. It's all about just knowing and then just figuring out where to look. Once you've got it, you've got it. Zoom that. Already messing the zooms. I mean, even this one. Look at that. Here, here, here. It's definitely a bird, that. That's like that. That's some, I don't know, some kind of mouse. Look at that. Zooming out here. Yeah. There. Ghost. There'll be a ghost in there. Ghost. Oh, there's a ghost up here. Oh, it's a metamaterials ghost. So, spirits, light beings, moonbeings, interdimensional. Right here, caught on camera. It's a lovely spirit, that. They all are. There. Crocodile. Yeah. Look at that. It's an interdimensional device, is that? But we'll save it for another time. Look at that, it's a ghost. Front shadow biosphere. Unbelievable. Of the moon. Look at that. All the little pieces in the sky in between this moon's atmosphere and the surface of it. Ghost. Look at that. That's a big spirit, that. That's definitely an angelic one. That one. This one as well. This one's a portal vortex. here we go. This one's like a jump gate, portal vortex. That one, right, is I've seen something like that in clouds near my town. So yeah, look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? That's just taking the shades out while putting them in. Just adjusting. You're not doing any of them. You're not doing any modifications or anything. That's just the real deal. Is that? And that's the full picture. So we've got organised cybernetics definitely going on here. But I mean, it goes on further through Cosmos, as you've seen if you read or have a browse at some of the other posts. Angelic. There's Paul there. There we go, portal vortex there. Look at that. No. So it's time to wrap it up now. I hope you've enjoyed this little demonstration. As you see, there's the colour grades. Let's shut it down to the baseline. Look at that. It's definitely that moon face there. So there's a lot of light beams there on the moon. Moonbeams, light beams, interdimensional spirits and ghosts. So just a bit of brightness added to the last curvature. And that's what we're presented with. Vortexes, portals, all kinds. Great, how beautiful that is. A ghost face, definitely that. Look at that. That's the one. So now we're now we're just getting close to the baseline of that grading we've done, not colours. So we're starting to pick out the metamaterials and really 2D metamaterials blended in there. So we're getting back to normal. Yeah, definitely. Portal vortex there. We'll have a look down here next time. So as well, I wanted to have a look at this one down here. But we'll have a look into it next time, that. So yeah, we're back to that. The second level of curvature. You can straight up see the superlens from this level, from this channel, from these channels of curvatures. But we've seen it down into it now, haven't we? So, but we'll inspect these other pictures. We'll have a look down here. Right quick. Since we did do some of the colour grading last time in part 1. So you see it's slightly blurry there. We already separated the colours last time, so we're not just going to get pure white or pure black. There's going to be gradients of other colours. So straight away I'm seeing some right here: superlens, Excalibur's sword, some square life form here, G's all over the place. This one, look at that, it's like my new little art piece what I did and put into submission photography. Took a picture of one closer to home than moonlight because it was in me ceiling light shade. Something similar to this. The tree stump scenario. If anyone wanted to check that out. Here we go, ghost there. Ghost. Spirits. So we're going to have a look at this device construction, nanostructure. It's photonic nanostructure. It's actually quite big. So zoom in. Spread some of the colours out. More in. Whichever it needs to be, let's see. We need to lose some of that green. So, don't know what you're thinking about that, but seeing a ghost in there, ghost there, ghost. Ghost in there. Portal vortex. Interesting. Ghost in there. Ghost. I mean, these are quite big, but we've got really small ones in the house and all around. There we go, look at all them. Right. Yeah, it pretty much looks like some dielectric light phenomena what I've captured. Well, I don't know about you guys, but ghost and spirits of ghosts of spirits of ghosts all over here. Here we go. Yeah, we'll keep them adjustments on at the moment. But what we'll do is zoom out. See, it gets more interesting, doesn't it, that? Photonic structure there. Probably ghosts, in fact, light beings, ghosts, spirits, interdimensionals. Yeah. Pretty much all of these photonic shapes, for sure. Quack, bar, handbag, portal vortex, more or less, helicopter, portal vortex. So yeah. Can you see anything? You see how it's a bit blurry, a bit smudged up with lines there? Because they wasn't picked up with camera, because they was not in that real light there. Or there was in that real light, but our light was not in theirs. So we went straight through it, essentially. We didn't pick it up, the camera didn't pick it up. But it don't go straight through them, you see. When you've graded the colours out, there, look at that. Oh, creatures, animals. I mean, I don't need to describe or explain to anyone. We've got some love arts there. Always sending love arts. Look at that. Super lens, look at that. So we've got families of them, gatherings of them, all different shapes, forms and sizes. Horizontal ones, floating ones, anti-gravity, portal vortex. So there's a lot there to have a look at next time and see how detailed we can really get this life force. Cybernetic driven. Look at that. And there. Just amazing. That. And that. Look at that. Candle. Going back. Through the light time light. And there you go. So it's very interesting and it's enjoyable and it's very intriguing. So I hope you enjoyed and it sparks a light in people's thoughts and interests. And take care. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.